My op-ed today over at HartmannReport.com, my daily take, is titled, Dear MAGA Voter, He Played You. The swamp wasn't drained, it was sold to billionaires. And, you know, basically what I'm doing, what I wanted to do here is reach out to, you know, I have neighbors and acquaintances who are MAGA and, you know, that I still talk to from time to time. And I get it. You know, I get why people voted for Trump in 2024. There's a large chunk of people who voted for him because they're just racists, right? I mean, that's probably the majority of the white people who voted for Trump. And, you know, if I was speaking specifically to a MAGA that I knew was in that camp, I'd just tell them to go screw themselves. You know, I just have no interest in being their acquaintance any longer. The people I know, though, I really don't think that they voted for him because they're racist. I mean, maybe they did in this just kind of secret, probably. But, you know, what they were saying was, you know, they wanted the economy to be better. They wanted to drain the swamp. They wanted less corruption in Washington, D.C. They didn't want all these insider deals. They didn't want people going into politics, you know, as middle-class people and coming out as multimillionaires. And, you know, so these people voted for Trump. And what has he done? He didn't drain the swamp. He's got 13 billionaires in his cabinet. He's got a bunch of grifters running our federal agencies. He turned your Social Security information over to Elon Musk, who promptly stole it, or at least his teenage hackers did. I'm assuming that Elon has it. And then he gutted America's soft power, turning that over to Russia by gutting USAID. As Bill Gates said, the picture of the world's richest man killing the world's poorest children is not a pretty one. I mean, this is MAGA's swamp now. He also said that there would be no more stupid wars, yet he's spending $1 billion a day and you know, on a war that's already killed 6 Americans. And he still can't explain to us why we went into Iran when we did, other than saying, well, I had a feeling. Yeah, he had a feeling. I think he did this because Putin, Netanyahu, and Kushner all told him to. Kushner doing it because of Netanyahu, his old family friend. Putin suggesting to Trump, yeah, that might be a great idea, because he knows that we're draining our weapons systems in Iran so they won't be available to Ukraine. And you know, and not only that, you know, cutting off the Straits of Hormuz, suddenly Trump just threw a lifeline to Putin's economy. The Russian economy was on the edge. I mean, it was collapsing. They had 9% inflation. They've got a GDP that's barely cracking 1% growth. You know, the old joke, you know, Russia's a gas station attached to a country. Well, now suddenly you know, Russian oil is in demand. China and India were 2 of the major recipients of Gulf state oil going through the Straits of Hormuz that is not going anywhere right now. And so where are they getting their oil from? Russia. And they're paying a premium for it. So, you know, I mean, this was the best thing that could have ever happened for Russia. It's also the best thing that could have happened for American oil companies. They were the folks that Donald Trump said, give me $1 billion and I'll give you whatever you want. Well, maybe they said, you know, we'd like to see oil go to $100 a barrel. We can make a hell of a lot of money. I mean, just a matter of months, you know, the executives can walk away with millions, billions perhaps. And now the Washington Post is reporting that Putin is giving targeting information to Iran so that they can more effectively kill American troops. I mean, just like when Putin put that bounty on American soldiers back in 2019. Trump also promised lower drug prices. Remember that? You know, yeah, we're being ripped off. Everybody was like, yeah, we know. Yeah, we're going to do something about that. He started the Trump RX, right? Which is a joke. I mean, it really is a joke. And instead, what they do, they cut $1 trillion out of Medicaid. And those cuts are going to, you know, hit us later this year. So, I mean, Medicaid is the national health care program that mostly supports low-income people in rural areas in America. And those are the Trump supporters. And why did Medicaid get cut? So that we could pay, you know, it was a $1 trillion cut that was used, that money was used to help finance the tax breaks for Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and Larry Ellison and Donald Trump. And then there's the tariffs that Trump said that China was going to pay. Remember those? Yeah, right. No. We're paying the tariffs. That's why we're losing money or losing jobs, and that's why our inflation is where it's at. And as all this is happening, the national debt keeps exploding. Trump added $7 trillion to the national debt last time. He added a couple more $1 trillion last year. This year's going to be even worse. And, Trump goes around saying, yeah, no taxes on tips, no taxes on Social Security. Those are very limited. Only a few people qualify for those. And they expire in 3 years. The tax breaks on the billionaires, they never expire. Unless we get a Democratic president. Oh, and remember the wall that Mexico is going to pay for? No, they never finished building that wall. And remember when Elon Musk was publicly defending H-1B visas so that he could import cheap labor? And Trump was doing the same. I mean, Trump brings in Europeans, white Europeans, to work in his shabby golf motels because he thinks that having a European accent is cool. And don't forget Social Security and Medicare. He said, I'll never cut those. He's already cut 7,000 people out of Social Security, making it harder for you to get your benefits. This is nuts. So, dear MAGA, time to abandon this guy. And, hey, let's have something real here. Let's actually get a government that works for the people, not just for the billionaires. What say you?